Hey, what's going on, folks? Benjamin McCray here, coming back at you. Coach Ben, First Gen Millionaires. Hey, listen, guys. I am so excited about all the videos or all the pictures that I'm seeing with a lot of my peers and colleagues and friends, family members, posting on what they said. What was it called? I never knew about this. The National College Reveal. Where people are disclosing what universities that their children are going to, and it's absolutely awesome. A lot of my friends are going to HBCUs. Their children are going to HBCUs. I went to an HBCU, which was the most amazing experience ever. It just sets the tone going into the relationships and all that stuff you establish in college. However, I'm about to ruffle some feathers because truthfully, I believe, and this is the title of this video, I believe that everyone do not need to attend college. I don't recommend everyone go to college. I don't recommend everyone go to college. Stop, listen to my logic. Don't judge me, don't be mad at me. See, we were taught, go to school, get a good education so you can get a good job. And I'm sure you all agree that has not worked out for a lot of people. Go to school, get a good education so you can get a good job, work at that job for 20, 30, 40 years, retire, get a great pension, get a house, family, white picket fence, 2 kids and a little dog. That's not the reality for today. So one of the things I want to talk about is I just want to make sure that we don't continue an ongoing cycle to our next generation of children. I have 2 boys. It's going to be a while before they go to college. They're 8 and 5, and shoot, I don't know what college tuition is going to be by the time they get ready to go to school. But here's the thing, guys. I mean, again, congratulations to all those graduates. Class of 2020, oh my God, it's just totally different. I mean, you guys are missing out on, we turn lemons into lemonade, but you're missing out on, senior trips and the senior proms and the senior graduations. And you're like, it's just weird. It's very weird where we are right now. Times are changing as we blink. The new reality is actually, we don't even know what it is. So that's that. I would have had this recording even before this COVID-19, but it's even more relevant today than it was yesterday. Because again, the future of work, the future of all the things that we know truly isn't certain. And with that being the case, as we send our next generation of college students and folks preparing to get into the workforce, as we have them progress forward, here's what I strongly recommend. Be strategic and very methodical in the moves. When I went to college, my father, I'll never forget, I was pretty good in high school football. I had scholarships, but I was a knucklehead, screwed up on the SATs, had to go and they gave me an option. I got accepted to many universities. I mean, Syracuse, UConn, Florida State. I mean, I could have went to any university, but I had to go to a 2-year junior college in Kansas. And I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm like, Kansas. All I know about was Kansas was Dorothy and Toto and tornadoes. I was like, I am not going to Kansas. And my father said, you're going to college or you're going in the military, but you're getting the hell out of here. How many of us know about that? Whose parents said that to you? You going to college or you going to the military, but you're getting the hell out of here? That's a whole different conversation. in terms of kicking your kids out the house before they're ready. That's a whole different conversation. But here's the thing. I was going to college. I wasn't going in the military. And my guidance counselor, Mr. Joyce, may he rest in peace, I went into his office, and I'll never forget this. He said, "Hey, have you ever considered going to an HBCU?" Never knew what, I mean, I had never really thought about going to what an HBCU was. I was sheltered. But, you know, that was more down in the South. I'm up north. But anyway, I'll say, yeah, whatever, man. So they sent my tapes over to a couple of universities, Norfolk State, JCSU, and I got accepted to both of them. All the scholarship money was already taken out. They gave me partials. And that's how I ended up at Johnson T. Smith University. I was going to play on a football team, never played. Anyway, so I'm in college, having a ball. And here's the thing, just fast forward, I don't want to give the whole story. I had a ball. I strongly encourage, college is where you go and just experience life. Understand this. Here's the mindset. Rich people send their children to college to have fun, have a ball. You know, they'll learn a few things, but they want to create relationships where they're finding people that they're going to hire. That's really what rich people send their children to school for. To develop relationships of people that they're going to hire or partner up with in business. When they get out of college, they go and they either start working in their dad's business or start their own businesses, whatever. We go to college to learn how to be an employee. Most people, you know, unfortunately look at college as becoming qualified for a good job. This is where I want you to change your thought process, because here's the thing. My thoughts are all over the place, and I apologize. Stay with me. Most people don't qualify to go to college. One, they don't have the funds. They don't qualify because they can't afford to go to college. And two, they don't have the wisdom. They don't have the thought process. They don't have a discipline. If you're a C student all your life in school, up until graduation, chances are you probably don't want to go to college, and you have an entrepreneur spirit in you, because most entrepreneurs are C students. Here's the thing. You got to realize that. As parents, our job is to realize and say, you know, my kid is really not college material. And save yourself. Here's the thing. Thousands, I was about to say millions, I'm thinking of future. Save yourself thousands of dollars of debt. Save your children thousands of dollars of debt and bad credit, because college is notorious for creating debt and bad credit, where everyone is leaving out on the upside down, and they're fighting the rest of their life to get through college. I was listening, there's a meme, I'm gonna find that meme. I think it was Cat Williams. She said, wait a minute. I take out a loan to go to college so I could get a good job, to work all my life to pay off that loan that I went to go to college, something like that. And that's just what it really is. So here's the thing, a couple of key points. If a person's going to school and you got to go to college, first and foremost, things to consider is preparing for the real world. One of the reasons why I tell people you don't have to go to college if you don't know exactly what your degree is going to be. Whereas I think if you want to go and be an accountant in a medical field, in the legal field, computer engineer, those professions right there require college degrees. But all that other stuff, and this is just not my opinion, hiring managers said, you know, the majority of people, I went to college, guess what? Business administration. People go to college for psychology. And most hiring and managers say that those degrees are worthless. That's crazy. That's sad, actually, but it's a reality. They say those degrees are worthless. Business administration, psychology, he said, when you get those degrees, all you're going to be is a project manager at a job. And then they're going to figure out software that's going to make your job description obsolete, and you'll be out of work. I said, whoa, I'm hitting you in the head. Don't be mad at me. I just want you to think about this stuff as we send our kids into school. You know, one, make sure they take up a career that's going to be here post coronavirus or COVID-19 and going into the future. Science, computer engineering, law, medicine, those types of things where you need a degree, that's powerful. But please don't send our kids to school to learn freaking just the stuff that's just BS. Yes, it's something, and you could probably go online and take up a trade and get directly into it. So that's one thing, is getting them prepared for the real world. 67%, only 67% of folks who graduate with a degree get into the career or the degree that they wanted or the profession that they wanted to get into. Those are numbers post COVID-19. Many jobs right now are becoming obsolete. By the time they graduate out of school, the job or the career they're trying to get into can become obsolete. The educational system that we're in right now is not designed for the speed of the changes that's happening in society right now. So these are things that you really want to take your time and consider. Okay? I mean, truly, take your time and consider before we take out student loans and put our children into debt and send them out into college. We got to make sure that we're strategic. And you're going to do these 4 years, these 6 or 8 years, so that you can get to this destination. And we want to make sure that we zoom out and make sure that destination is there to receive them. Why I don't recommend folks go to college? Because of the debt. One, I mean, again, I only went to college for 2 years, and I just got finished paying off all my debt 2 years ago for student loans and got nothing. I got the relationships, but I could have met folks at the bar. Not just kidding. But the reality is the debt. There's $1 trillion in student loan debt in America right now. That's tremendous. That's astronomical. That's scary. You know, that's one of the major problems that we are facing in the future is student loan debt. So again, before we go into and buy into this whole concept of going to school, getting a good education, and getting a good job, and we sending our children, you must go to school. If they don't know what they're going to school for, first of all, I just believe everything has to be strategic. I just believe that if your child doesn't know what they want to be, then they need to go get a job for the first year out of high school and figure it out. Go to a junior college, take up a trade. It's nothing wrong with a trade. That's just, it's serious. But my last point again is the jobs are going to be obsolete. Right now, many jobs are changing and shifting rapidly. So as you send your children to school, make sure that you really think towards the future of how steady will this, what type of opportunity will be there. So some solutions to that though, because I don't want to bring up a problem without a solution. The solution is it's okay not to go to school. I mean, think of all the successful millionaires and billionaires right now who didn't go to college or dropped out of college. We would be on this post in Facebook and YouTube, all the Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of college. Entrepreneurs are C students. All right, and that's okay. Don't frown on that. So most of the information that we need, we could find on the internet. We could take up a trade. People need to learn skills, a skill set in marketing, a skill set in sales. Those are things you don't need college for. A lot of major companies right now are taking away the college requirement because they see where this is going in terms of the debt that people are taking on, the burden that folks are being anchored with and taking on student loan debt, especially in the minority community. Most of us, our parents, or we as parents, we're not sitting on cash like that. to pay for college every semester. Let's keep it 100. Some of us are, but most of us aren't. So what do? We take out student loans and we leave that debt and the burdens on our children. So those are some of the things to consider. Why take on debt if you don't have to? Take on a trade. Make sure if you're going to college, it's worth it. The payoff is worth it. Now, for relationships, friendships, experiences, man, college is a wonderful thing. That's why most rich people send their kids to college, just to have a ball, live life, develop lifelong relationships, and find people that you're going to employ once you get out of school. So guys, again, and there's more I wanted to talk about that I could dig deep. Let's comment. Let's have a debate. Let's have an argument. Comment on my feed. Give me your opinion on it. Let me know if you got a job inside your career that you went to school for, and whether or not you paid off your debt or if it messed up your credit. It's just conversation, guys. Just my opinion. Not to be offensive to anyone. It's just my opinion. My sons, I'm gonna give them an option. Hopefully by the time, well, it's not even hopefully, by the time they are ready for college, I will have businesses that I will employ them in. So I will send them to college if they want to go to college and to go have some fun. Okay? And that's just how that will go. That's how I want to make that happen, God willing. All right? So guys, hey, I appreciate you. Like and share. Subscribe to my page. I appreciate you all, guys. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day. I will talk to you soon on future videos.